The Last of Us is a new post-apocalyptic series by HBO that is based on the video game of the same name, in which a pandemic wipes out a huge swath of humanity. Then, many years later, a hardened survivor named Joel, who is played by Pedro Pascal, guides Ellie, a 14-year-old girl played by Bella Ramsey, from Boston to a lab in the middle of the country through untold dangers because Ellie has developed an immunity to the disease, and she could be humanity's last hope. The series was released a little earlier this year, which means you can binge it all at once on HBO, which would be a lot of fun if you enjoy dire post-apocalyptic situations in which people constantly face death and human-inspired mayhem. Yeah, that's my cup of tea. I love it. First off, if you ever have a magical child who needs rescuing and protection, call Pedro Pascal. He's the man for the job. He gets it done. So I resisted watching the show for a while. I love apocalypse films because they test people in different ways, and I am a zombie show fan. But so many of these stories feel lazy or like tired retreads, and I just didn't have time to be uninspired by the dead. However, I decided to give The Last of Us a try, and I really liked it. The series takes a few episodes to set itself up, but by the third episode, it really finds its legs. Of all the zombie type shows I have seen, this one wins the award for developing characters by showing us the small and meaningful moments in their lives where they make the choices that really show us who they are as people. The result is that the lines of good and bad blur for many of these characters who may make bad decisions, but believable decisions. The series has some slow moments, but they pick up quickly as new dangers emerge. And it's really important to note that this kind of show does need that wave effect where you take a breath. So even though it's slow, it's a good kind of slow. What The Last of Us does well, and it does it really well, is to explore these complex moments in which you understand how people get into situations where good choices just don't exist, and they begin acting like bad people without ever really seeing themselves in that light. Then, in contrast, you see Joel, who's made some very bad decisions in his life, rediscover that line that a good person tries not to cross. And you can't help but to root for him and hope that this all works out for him and Ellie. But the choices he faces gets increasingly hard, testing the new bond and trust that has grown between them. Keeping your family safe during normal times is hard enough. Doing it in an apocalypse with no sign of ending is practically impossible, unless you have the Mandalorian and Lady Mormont on your side. All right, that's just a bit of side humor there for geeks. If you like post-apocalyptic family dramas, I think you'll like The Last of Us. It may be a little scary for younger children to watch, so do keep that in mind when you're making your viewing choices. If you like this review, please hit the subscribe button and get more reviews from me, Erin Underwood, and share this review with your friends. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.